Part B.3, overview of web programming. The last video of part B. In this part, I will just quickly go through the web programming environment. So the basic information we need to, for this class. All right, so when we start, we look at this programming environment from both sides, client side and the server side. So at the beginning, we look at the client side. Actually, this part, you should already have the information from our entry-level web programming course. So that is the CS 3010. Here, I just quickly go through that, to save some time. First, HTML. So this part, you have the knowledge from 3010. Another one, CSS. So this part, you have the basic knowledge from that 3010. Here, I just, talk about that because at the client side, when we display our business data, we need to use, these two languages for static content. So here you can see static content. Here I emphasize, we have two type of content, static and dynamic. Okay, all right. So HTML plus CSS, the static content. Okay. Then we also need to do dynamic, because for a typical web page, in order to present the business data in a good way, the way your customers like to have, you have to mix static and dynamic content. So for the dynamic content, you can do it at the client side using scripting language. Here, the most popular one and the most important one, JavaScript. All right, so the JavaScript can do a lot of things. But for this class, because we will learn the server-side web programming, typically server-side web programming. So the client side, we keep to the minimum. The client side, we use a little bit. We need to use it. We need to use it a little bit. So here I can estimate less than 10%. Less than 10% of the features we will do at the client side. We need a little bit. All right. So that's the, these three basic client side languages. Languages. Because for HTML, CSS, we do not call programming languages. We do not call programming languages. Because they do not have the typical constructs for a programming language. We can call, certain languages, for data presentation or authoring. Sometimes people call authoring. So you can use them to write documents, static documents. But for programming, so you need logic there. You need to handle business logic in your programming language. So here, the JavaScript, we can call it, programming language. All right, so that's the client-side environment we have. Next, our main focus, server-side programming languages. Yeah. For this class, we use Java. Yeah. But in this overview, I like to talk about some main players at the, for the server-side programming. Yeah. The first one, PHP, it's a scripting language. We can call it server-side programming language. So it is very powerful, very popular, very important server-side programming language. And it is covered in CS 3010. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But here, I do not touch this one. Yeah. So our main focus is Java. So I just mention it. Sometimes I mention it a little bit. Yeah. Because sometimes I may do comparison between PHP and Java. The PHP way, we do like this, okay? In this way, the simple way. So in Java, so we do things different. Yeah. So that kind of background knowledge in PHP is useful for our understanding in the Java way. Yeah. All right. So next one, that is the programming language we need to use. Java EE. EE here refers to Enterprise Edition. Java has, two major versions. The one you learned in that lower level 2261, right? That entry-level Java course, that version, we call it SE. S means software. Now, Java Software Edition. Okay? Yeah, software edition. Yeah, Yeah. But here we need to learn this. In order to do web programming, we need to use EE version. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Here I put a standard. Yeah. Because people can get confused. Confused. Yeah. All right. Anyway, SE. No question. SE. Yeah. Sometimes people call standards. Sometimes call software. Whatever. Yeah. All right. But this one, EE, it contains a lot of advanced features, mainly related to the server-side programming. But we do not need to really install just like what we did for Java SE. Java SE we need to download, big file. Yeah. But for Java EE, when we use IDE or when we use Java Web Server, they contain the EE support. So here I'm talking about, here let me just put here. One thing is Java IDE. Okay, you know that, right? Yeah. Integrated development environment. So that tool you use for development, software development, IDE. Yeah. Another is Java Web Server. All right. Web Server. Yeah. Here I'm talking about the Tomcat. We will use in this class. Yeah. So usually these two include support Java EE inside it. Yeah. So we do not need to download independently. So they support. Yeah. All right. Then the third popular web programming language, Microsoft ASP.NET. Yeah. And this technology uses complete different software model. Yeah, so mainly related to the Microsoft its own technology development model. So, and here we do not touch that part. Yeah. All right. And there is another recent player, programming language, Python, another very popular programming language. And it can also be used at the server-side programming, but it may not be the best choice at the server side. Although it can do, but it may not be the best choice. So it mainly, some people use it at server-side programming, mainly for quick prototyping. Here you can see for demo prototyping, yeah, but may not be for the final production purpose. So you can see the usage, yeah. And it has its advantage. So there are a lot of reasons to use PHP for some people, yeah. For some people, yeah, here I just give some typical reasons, yeah. But usually for Python, the main advantages for Python, one, scientific computing. Scientific computing, a lot of packages, a lot of rich standard libraries, yeah. For scientific computing, it's a big player. It becomes more and more important in science community, engineering, science research, that community. So Python becomes more and more important. So another, big area, field, AI, artificial intelligence. Although AI is a part of the science community, right? Yeah. But I take it out because in this field, Python is the most important programming language. Yeah. All right. And data science, right? Yeah. Another, yeah. Big field to use Python. Okay, data science. Yeah. All right. So then, the reason I list them here, these, most important fields to use Python, I want to say for web programming, it is not a good choice. Okay, for web programming, Python is not a good choice. It can do it. Yeah, no problem. So there is many tools, frameworks developed for Python. Yeah, so definitely. So you can use Python to do a lot of web-related programming. So no problem. Yeah, but when you compare with other programming languages, so you will see, for many different reasons, you have better choices. Especially because the main focus here, Java EE, for this course, the reason we choose Java EE version for this course, web programming, the most important part is this enterprise. Here, let me talk about this enterprise aspect in this programming. Enterprise, we mean for big companies, enterprise level, big size, very big size, enterprise level. Usually why we need this Java programming in that enterprise level web programming. The reason is this. For those large companies, they require a large number of advanced business services. many sophisticated, I mentioned in the previous videos, sophisticated business services. Those services usually very expensive to develop. So here I cannot give you concrete examples. You just imagine, some very complicated business services needed for those enterprise level business services. Because those companies, they do not want to develop from scratch. So too costly. They just use the existing tools. The industry already built those tools for many years, 20-something years. Actually, you can see from the Java. Java was born in 1995. So after that, 1998, the server technology was created, 1998. After that, the whole community, Java community, so they developed advanced business tools for so many years. Okay, so then those enterprise level companies, they just use existing tools. Very complicated, high level, sophisticated. For that reason, Java is the big player in this industry. So you can imagine that without those tools, those enterprise level companies, they will spend a lot of money to do their business, to do their, high level advanced business. Too costly, and those tools not available for PHP, for Microsoft, because Microsoft, they in that community, Microsoft provide a lot of business level services. So in that part, may not be enterprise level. Microsoft mainly do in the small business, middle level business, also a little bit enterprise, but some overlap with Java, for the business world, but their focus still different. So Java, the focus mainly on that, enterprise level, like that, So now you can see the new player for Python, although a lot of standard libraries, but the high-level tools still missing, right? So you can see, for that reason, when a company chooses the right programming tool languages, right programming language, so they need to consider a lot of things. All right, so let me just get to the last page. I want to talk about the database part. In this class, we need to do a lot of database-related programming. In order to make our web development more useful in the business world, we need to do a lot of database-related programming. Here, for this class, we use MySQL database management system. The reason is very simple. For its availability, for its power. It is free, so we can download easily. Very powerful. We can do almost everything we want in the business world. Okay, and so open source. So and I will remember we have in-person meetings. In our first 2 in-person meetings, I will mainly focus on software installation. software installation in the first two meetings. Yeah. Although I will do some other simple examples, but the software installation is the main focus in our first two meetings. Yeah. The first meeting, I will not do the database. I will do the IDE, Eclipse IDE. I will, help you install and do configuration and run some simple examples. Yeah, in the first meeting. Yeah, the second meeting, I will do this MySQL database, installation and some basic operation. Actually, you may have that experience. Yeah, because if you took 3010 before, you already have it, right? Yeah. So you do not need to redo it. Yeah. But for those who have not installed it, yeah, so you use this chance to install it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then we talk about RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. Yeah. And the way we use relational database management system, in this diagram, you can see in the third tier. So we talk about that. In the third tier, we use it. Yeah. And for this course, I will not do complicated data queries. Yeah, I try to avoid complicated because some of the queries could be very complicated. So I won't do that kind of queries. Yeah, I do some basic, relatively simple queries. Yeah. Just for some small business tasks. Yeah, but I will do things like join two tables. I don't know if I do join three tables, but I need to do tasks like join. Slow again. Yeah. Join two tables. Yeah. So where it is slow, so not very good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And here also, yeah, when I talk about database technology in Java, so database technology in Java, so we call it JDBC. JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. Yeah, we will learn this technology. Yeah. When we use JDBC in this class, yeah, I will compare it with the way it is used in PHP. Yeah. They're different. Two different mechanisms, two different implementation ideas. Yeah. So I need to do comparison with the PHP way. Yeah. All right. Then at the end, in order to use the database part, so we need some software tool to help us manage and display the data inside the database. So we use this software package, XAMPP. Many of you have already installed it, I believe, if you took some other related courses. Yeah, many of you already have it, like 3010, 4610. If you took one of the two courses before, you already have it. Yeah. But anyway, if you have it, so then you just use the old one. You do not need to uninstall old version, reinstall the new version. the version is not important for this class. Old version works perfectly for this class. Yeah, just leave it there. Yeah, but for those who have not installed, you need to install it. Okay, you need to install it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I just stop here for this third video, B.3. Yeah. So let me just complete this video right here, and also we complete the whole part B.